What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. Yes, I've touched on this several times in my videos. You guys said I was hating, and you know what? I'm just being real. A lot of people have yet to, get a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, and looking by this shit, financially, Sony's in trouble. So if I was a dude that didn't have much money, was thinking about, sitting on the fence of what console to go with, fuck power and all that shit, all balls on the games. But I'll be kind of scared to invest in, again, even with strong PS4 sales. I told you guys, it's going to take a lot more than the PS4 to turn it around for Sony financially. That's when that one firm chick there said it was an 80% chance of Sony going bankrupt. Remember last year, Sony's stock was at junk status, and same thing this year. It says Sony cut to junk by Moody's as mobile devices lower buyers. Make a long story short, and they're stating a lot of the reasons that I talked about. That slumping television sales, and saying basically Sony should have been cut away assets, cut away things that are not profitable. Just being real with you, Sony has made things, this is what they do. But the devices are not selling well. Movies, music, the PlayStation brand itself is profitable. The PlayStation itself is not enough money. Doesn't bring in enough money, I'm sorry, to keep Sony afloat. Yeah, I never thought that I would see the day, like, goddamn, like Sony, and like, end of the day, you know, fanboys and shit to the side, you know what I mean? You know, I don't want to see I don't want to see, like, especially, I don't buy Sony products as far as that, but as far as I'm a gamer, and I don't want to see Sony go out of business, you know what I mean? And now, like I said, like I first started YouTube, I did a video about this, I said I was bugging that Microsoft was in talks to try to buy Sony, just the PlayStation part, whatever the case may be, but the grandfather of PlayStation, I forgot my man name, Ken Gurui, that guy there. He was, he didn't want to. He didn't want to work for a American company, or whatever. Let's be real. Sony is not really an American company anymore. But Sony itself was going to think about selling off the PlayStation brand. And if I feel like going dumpster diving, I will find a link with an article that Microsoft had behind door closing meetings with Sony about purchasing the PlayStation brand. When I reported on this, people said I was bugging. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, Sony itself is hurting. Now, I will leave a link. It's also on Forbes too. You know what I mean? I will leave a link. You guys can go through it and skim through. But this shit is like this fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. Look at the prices of Sony TVs, and I remember you buy a Sony, you had the Sony TV, you was the shit. But I realized if I can buy that same Samsung TV right there behind you with the same specs, if not better than what Sony was offering me, but for $600-700 cheaper. You know what I mean? So I don't understand how Sony can really justify the prices that they charge. Shit, you know what I mean? Now for nothing, you think about it. Vizio right now has a 4K. How many of you guys they have Vizio TVs? You know what I mean? They're not. They're saying they're the top of the line, but they're okay TVs for gaming. Right now, Vizio is charging $1,000 for a 4K television. I'm thinking about jumping shit, leaving Samsung $1,000 for a 4K television. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, like I said, I will leave a link here. You guys can check it out. Also, like I said, I got a lot of new things coming to my channel. I'm going to step out the box. I'm going to start giving you, like I said before, gameplay. A lot of different things. Like I said, you see this? I done had my surgery, so I ain't got no excuses. Now I ain't gonna choice to sit my ass down and get in. Also, too, great news for Xbox fans out there. Y'all know, this should be living the rock. Microsoft has bought the Gears of War IP. You know what I mean? Hey, like I said, I didn't buy the last Gears of War because I kind of felt like that Gears of War 3 kind of ran it. I didn't want to play that one, and I'm hearing that everyone said that was the worst of the series, and Epic didn't even make that game, but you know what I mean? I wish that game right there because it should have been a launch game for the Xbox One. But anyway, at the end of the day, Microsoft bought the IP. They handed it over to Black Touch Studios. Who the fuck is Black Touch Studio? But it was main important. Microsoft hired our key developer, from the Gears of War days that was, that had a lot to do with making the Gears of War game. You know what I mean? They hired him just like old boy Kevin. I forgot the guy's name from Gears of War, but same way Microsoft did with Kevin Lobb from Killer Instinct. He brought him aboard, and even though Rare didn't make Killer Instinct, I forgot the name of the company that made it, but Kevin Lobb was the chief, you know, head program designer with the kids. That's why that Killer Instinct feels like Killer Instinct. And isn't Spinal supposed to come out this week too? Also, I can't wait to get my answer to that. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Let me know what you guys think about this. Like, this is fucked up. Like, Sony can't even get a loan. Like, you know what I mean? Like they hurting. They hurting for real. Like, you know what I mean? But like I told you guys before, it's gonna take a lot more than the PlayStation 4 to bring the PS4 out of, like, damn. They hurting. But anyway, it's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm mad.